Welcome, welcome, welcome to 2023 on the preparation for the year of the dragon, which is 2024. So we are on our way to flying with the dragons 2024. And if you're like me, you're a year of the dragon. This is so exciting. This means so much to me that I'm talking and I'm playing with the dragons. I'm working out the dragon code. I'm doing these dragon cards and calendars and doing dragon readings, into looking into your world and knowing that we're on a trajectory to actually get into the next 12-year phase of working with the dragons in 2024. So this year is so exciting. I don't know if you can feel that. There's like an energy going on that things are changing. And we know that things are changing, but things really are changing, and hopefully we're changing with it as well. We're changing our frequency, we're rising above it all. We're not getting our knickers in a twist quite so often about everything that's going on. We've opened up our pineal gland, our hypothalamus, we're taking care of ourselves, we're listening to our soul, and we're listening to the messages from the dragons. So this is what I do every single week. I am bringing in the dragons to read. I'm reading in their frequency so that it actually alters the frequency that you're in at this moment as well. So what have we got today? We have 4 dragons today, and they are, who have we got? The first dragon we have today is Tara. She's all about pivoting things 180 degrees. She's all about just change your perspective, change your story, look at things from a different angle, and you'll see that it completely changes. Like, oh, yeah, I don't know why I was being so human about that. Of course it doesn't work always that way. The second one is the dragon today, if you've chosen her, is Seraphina. Seraphina, the golden dragon, she is there specifically for you to understand the big picture. She's the matriarch of the whole dragon clan, the whole dragon collective, and she wants more than anything for you to understand that you don't know how powerful you are. So all her messages come through and just say, you don't know how powerful you are. If you could just take a few steps in the right direction, you'll see that you can create anything in your world using the magic of the dragons. In other words, stepping into your creation zone, altering your finances, altering your body that you think is behaving badly, that you just haven't tapped into the vibration that was the original creation, and then just changed the story around and just refreshed everything. This is often what I do with detox retreats and detox myself quite frequently, just because I just want to get rid of the dross and I want to give myself a dedicated, intensive time to do a lot of clearing up. I actually started my last detox on Christmas Day. It might seem weird to a lot of people. The third dragon today is Raphael. Raphael, oh my word, such a patient, studious dragon. He really is. He is the best student of you. He really lets you see into what you're doing, and he helps you understand the finer feelings of what you can alter. How you one of the sentences and one of the questions I ask when I do a reading for you is, how can this person change to be more satisfied with their life, with their business, with their relationship, whatever question, whatever topic it is. And I'm given the finer details of it. Raphael sends me the nuances, the shades, the colours, the smells, the texture, the weight of it, the feeling of it. He's really here to help you see how you can weave all the different energies into your story. So we've got Raphael and Utopia. Utopia, oh my God. She is when you are connected with your soul. When you are connected with your soul, and it's like life doesn't bother you anymore. You don't get so snarled up, so knickers in a twist, so down in the dumps about everything. It's a completely different place to live, and I choose to live in this place as often as I can, but I am at the same time human, and I still trip up and fall, and then I get reminded by the dragons and by my soul that is such a human way of going about things. So she's here to help you understand how you step off the world, and you even though you've got both feet in, you've got 1 foot in one world and 1 foot in another world, and how you can run that equally, how you can be in harmony with all of that. That's the word I was looking for. So everything's in harmony. So yes, I'm a human. Yes, I'm raising a family. Yes, I'm running a business. Yes, I'm asking my soul for advice. Yes, I'm handing it over to the dragons. Yes, I'm connected up with life force energy. My pineal gland is detoxed. It is clean. It is vibrant. I'm sort of doing the strategic and the planning and the things like that for being a human. But at the same time, I'm inviting in all of the other realms that I know and I now believe that are there. I'm going to read these readings to you today, and they are the readings for us stepping into the new year. So whatever dragon you've chosen, well done. But all the dragons, all the readings today will have something for you in them as well. So just allow yourself to drop into that. So the first dragon today that we're reading from is Tara, and she really wants you to look at the stories you're telling. What are the kind of things that you're repeating over and over and over again? And how can we flip that? How can we turn that around 180 degrees and look at it from a different angle and kind of go, all right, okay. Like when you ask someone else for their opinion, they're looking at it from their perspective, and it's often not your traditional way of looking at things. And so you look at it with fresh eyes. So when Tara comes in, she's really asking you to look at things through the eyes of your soul. That's the different direction to read things from, not from always looking at things in the same way, the strategic, the planning, the linear way of looking at things. But it's like, how can we just, wow, what would be better than this? How can we look at this in a different way? If I'm bouncing today, it's because I'm sitting on my yoga ball. And I'm very bouncy energy today because it's a new year and I'm back to work, and I do love actually doing this kind of thing, finishing off the cards and finishing off my books, and that's my goal for January and February. Just tick, cross, dot the I's and cross the T's and get them out there. Right, so Tara, what, all right, okay. Card number 1 today, Tara. Again, this is Tara speaking. So when you listen to Tara, listen to the frequency, the resonance that's coming through. This is what she wants you to know. You are to hear this and see this from your soul's perspective. So Tara, 180 degrees turn around. It's time now for a new story. It's so easy to slip into a numb state and depending on another for direction or following someone else's lead because they seem to have all the answers to what you want. Yet you have all the answers within, if only you would make a choice to seek them out. And then you become the only one to follow and need to depend on from now on. Yet we see there is resistance to your own powerful energy of creation. There is simply no benefit from having given all your power over to someone else. None whatsoever. Letting someone give you the answers, tell you what to do without even looking for yourself, for your best solution, brings you off course. The love for life and the creative power that emanates from you when you are aligned has an effect on everyone and everything around you. And this is your true power. I'm getting the word emanates. It emanates from you. It just radiates. It oozes out of you. Your frequency, your vibration for life, the life force energy, when you let it flow through you, it touches the very air around you, and the air around you changes, and it's like there's a spark, and everybody picks it up, and you influence other people just by living in that true energy. That is your power. If there is resistance to this perspective of being aligned and knowing yourself, that it is coming from your head, and where you have habitually given over all your true power. It is just a simple pattern that you have got into for the purpose of your own survival, and it worked for a while. These old ways of not trusting your own judgment are breaking down, and the spell is being lifted from you and from others, and more of you realize that the power lies in each individual. No doubt your soul will have intervened and given you a nudge for you to take back your own power and change the way you look at things. This is the time to tell a new story as a powerful way to overcome each of your difficult situations and stop looking to others to provide the solutions. Situations that have turned up for you to hear the calling from your soul to remember who you are. Turn up in personal disasters such as sickness, illness, financial ruin, broken relationships. You are being called to want something different, to want more, to want to come back to your own power and have your own control and have a strong say in what happens to you. You want to do life in a different way. It's safe to come out now and play, and you can drop the struggle of staying in the survival mentality, the pattern of being in that mediocre state with human obligations to attend to, and pass now into the creation zone. It's time to tell a new story. The answers lie within. I remember having heard that several times. The answers lie within. The answers lie within. I was like, oh, for goodness sake. They might very well. But it doesn't feel very good. That was card number 9 of the whole 64 card deck. And that came from Tara. If anything, this week, pay attention to the stories that you tell in your head, the thoughts, the constant mulling over of something, or when you feel yourself just saying, oh, I don't want to live like this anymore. That is your pivotal point. You have a broken bone, or things going wrong, or yeah, I mean, I've had messages like abnormal smear tests, or sciatica for months, or not being able to pass through something, or yeah, just irritating relationships. These are all interventions from your soul, and your dragons are saying, listen to your soul, listen to what is going on here. It doesn't have to be like that. It's you that are the original vibration of the creation of what you're saying, what you're thinking, what you're doing, how you're acting, how you're responding. And as much as that hurts, when you turn around and say, well, if I created it, I can uncreate it. And that's what I teach. I teach you how to uncreate something that's already arrived, because we don't want it here. So that was from Tara. She's dragon number 1. She's a sea green dragon. She really is beautiful. The beautiful blues and greens and waves of colour. Just waves of colour come through her. Now, Seraphina, who was the first dragon I met. Seraphina now comes through, and again with this theme that we're running this week about new, stepping into the creation, being equally a human and equally a spirit, knowing that your soul, your spirit lies within you, and it just wants to be integrated and entwined with everything that you do. So let's just see what Seraphina wants us to read today. Yeah, she's kind of sticking on number 4 there. I know these cards well, but I don't know their numbers. I don't know which ones they are. So it's really, when a number comes to me, I'm reading the number. And the number is for us as a collective, because even though something's happening to you, it's often happening to like so many of us at the same time. So card number 4 of her particular deck, and it, oh wow, perfect. Of course, of course, of course. Now, when you read this, when I read this to you, know that it's Seraphina coming through to alter your frequency, for let it to be absorbed and let it go into your cells. And really is talking to your soul. It's like, hey, we remember that you're in there, and you know your human is being asked to let your soul through. So your human has to kind of step out of the way a little bit and just kind of go, yeah, okay, I need help. I can't do this all on my own. No woman is an island. Okay, while I'm reading that, I'll pour myself a glass of water. So card number 4 from Seraphina is really exactly what we're talking about today. And the title of this one is Step Aside and Get Out of Your Own Way. Right, let's just let Seraphina through this. Step aside and get out of your own way. Don't let your ego and the little things in the need to survive deter you from getting in the way of your own greatness. To reach the deeper intention, you as your personality self and your current identity that you know yourself to be now need to be able to take one step to the side. The challenge that you face now on the planet is knowing that you, dressed in your human body, chose to come to this planet to be in this space now, and you get to choose not to be locked down in your mind's identity with all of your old familiar patterns, survival human state, but to learn how to expand and grow and become who you came here to be in your fullest expression with your strongest intention. You and every person here came with the intention and purpose to be able to create on this planet. The planet and population are evolving and changing, and you must be able to change and work with it if you want to be able to stay and play with all of the vastness of all of the opportunities and the experience that this planet offers. I'm getting a picture of a template, if you can imagine, like an inner blueprint. And you get to alter that. She's just showing me like a recipe. You get to alter your template by what you put into this particular recipe. So that's your template, and it's you that gets to kind of like, oh, take that out and put that in and take that. It's like a reprogramming. There's a certain percentage that will never tap into this, and that's okay. That's their personal journey, which is different from yours. And I'm being shown this because often we live in families or societies, and because we're the leaders, because we are this band of women across the globe that are wanting to alter our own frequency and rise above. Sometimes we're in families or with others who have not chosen to do that, but they've not chosen to do it just yet. And it's difficult sometimes being the first one in your society or in your culture or in your neighborhood or in your family or in your home who maybe you feel like the black sheep of the family, and that you're doing something really quite very different from the rest of the family. So that's okay. That's their personal journey, which is different to yours. And then there's a huge percentage who are seeking being able to tap into this creative energy and that have no idea of their potential. The game of changing the vibrations of the human race of the planet. This is powerful energy available, and that is why we are scorched. That's why we were scorched years and years and years ago, because the power you have access to is too powerful for some, and it terrified and it frightened. I wonder if that resonates with you as well. The steps to integrate this practical magic include opening your mind, cleaning up your pineal gland, your senses, your channels of receptivity, opening up your cells to life force energy. With practices such as meditation, breathing, learning your own intuitive and your soul's language specifically to you, and attend to your energy and rituals of being in flow, aligned to source between heaven and earth. Knowing and understanding there is a bigger part of you with access to source and the universe to guide your life and your purpose. being able to trust and feel safe and step away from your personality and the identity that you familiarize yourself, the identity that you've grown up with. For example, myself, like over 50 years, I just thought I was Fiona. Yes, I'd created magic, certain things had happened, and then it was really obvious to me that my soul wanted to come through and assist and be part of the whole integration of me. So now she is equally me. So I'm Fiona Roma. Roma is the name of my soul, and we are integrated, and I discuss all things with her because we're bonded. We're like a couple. So although Fiona might want to do certain things a certain way, Roma will do things another way. And it's a negotiation and it's an understanding that we have built up. Being able to trust and feel safe and step away from your personality and the identity that you familiarize yourself with, which keeps you locked in a very, very limited space, looking to others tell you what to do and giving your power of knowing away, and you lose all of your power. Claim that power back. Perfect. So Serafina today was talking about card number 4, basically step out of your own way, let your soul through, let yourself be. It's not just Fiona or just Roma and just the human and just the soul being spiritual. I am totally and utterly just pure spiritual. You see, now that didn't work, because that was when we had to go into the mountains and meditate for 21 days and kind of just stay there. It's never been done before that we integrate our spirituality with our humanness 50-50, that we harmonize it, that we weave it all into every single thing that we do. It's never been done before. So this is the step that we're in now. So it's not just the elite who can go off into the mountains and meditate and sit in snow and eat very little and just meditate and get into that. Or you're on the earth and you're working in factories and you're raising kids, and there was a big divide, isn't there? There's a big divide between rich and poor. There's a big divide between spiritual and being a human. It's never been done before, that we're coming together to merge in the new paradigm, the golden age, when the human is listening to your intuition and you are moving forwards in these waves and in these ways that integrate you, body and soul, so that you've put your spirit into your body and your body is fit for your soul. This is the exciting bit. This is what's getting me really excited about 2023. Allowing that expansion, allowing yourself not just to know it, but to feel it, to get all the sensation, this broader spectrum of feelings, 6th, 7th, 8th sense. You just know something. You just act like a ninja. And this is when you're being able to create magic, when you can direct that powerful energy in certain directions. Okay, Raphael is the 3rd dragon. He's the silver dragon. He's almost like molten silver. He has a very special way about him. And again, lots and lots of detail. So patient. If you can imagine speaking to a tree, that's a bit like what it's like speaking to Raphael, because he's weighing everything up and just adding in the sensations and adding in the textures and adding in. Anyway, let's just ask him which card would be the most poignant today. The last one of his deck, number 8. Okay, Raphael, let's see what that one's about. And Okay. This one, this card, this message from the dragons, he wants to bring to you. I say he. The dragons are really Andromedus. They don't really have a sex per se, but when you feel into them, sometimes they have more of a masculine energy. In other words, Raphael's very methodical. He's very, although he's very wide perspective, He's very methodical and powerful and boundaries and keeps on going. This is, for me, very much of a male. Yeah, there's a sense to it. I've done Reiki and retreats for everybody that came on my retreats, and hundreds and hundreds of people. So I did Reiki with everybody. And when I got a guy to do Reiki on, I was like, oh, thank goodness. It's like they don't overthink. That's it. Women really, the female energy is kind of like thinking, doing. And the male energy is very focused. That's it. Focused and one thing at a time. And it's so much easier. So this is what Raphael is inviting you into. Okay, so remember, it's Raphael talking to you. He's altering your frequency as you listen to the message. So just dip down and listen. Your intention is to know yourself as more powerful than anyone imagined. You are being asked to trust your deepest knowing of what is right, what's the right direction for you, and not rely on others to point you towards your path. It's your very own powerful intention that you were born with. Here you find, at the absolute depths of you, what you live for and what drives you, what you came here for. So often, can't follow the line, so often you will find that those who don't follow their divine path and gut instincts and dreams become depressed as they give their true power away, following the rules of acceptable family traditions and seeking acceptance from others, wanting to be proud and to prove themselves as worthy in the traditional old ways of success. There are specific steps to take to discover the intention you were born for. What some call your dharma, your destiny, your true purpose and passion. It is not the same as if somebody gives you your intention, because if it's not yours, you will feel the mundane obligation energy running through it. So finding the personal, specific intention that is yours is truly beautiful and feels unlimited and freeing. And these are the readings that I do from the dragons through to your soul, and they call them your vision from Source, the vision that Source has for you. Discovering your intention is like going on a journey. It's like going on a trip on the inside, finding out who you are, finding out what gives you pleasure, what gives you joy, what feelings you like the most. It's rich and transformative, and from that you find your deepest intention. It is never about the material objects which the world is full of, which you are drawn and so attracted to naturally. It's a deep knowing intention, and that is your soul's intention for your soul work and just for you. The vision from Source, perfect for you. And it's what we can tap into, to enhance, to grow into, and see how far it can be taken in this lifetime to evolve with. Doesn't that excite you? It is what you call a life purpose, and this is a deep intention, and not everyone will approve of your decision to follow your heart and soul intention. You will come up against some criticism and judgment, and know it is time to pause, reconfigure who you are and what you're here for, and over find yourself asking for assistance. You know how to do this. Please show me how. The most fulfilling feeling will come from inside you, which will see signs highlighted and set out in path in front of you. Follow these signs will greatly ease your journey as your soul becomes aligned with what Source visions and intends for you. The vision that Source has for you is bigger than you first thought. Let it be revealed and unveiled for you. When you know it, you feel it. This is when you are driven by it. It's because it's your soul's purpose, your dharma, and that is your very life's foundations, building the blocks that allow you to create from strength, truth, purity, love, that will last and leave a legacy that never crumbles. Wow. The vision that Source has for you, indeed. And these are the readings that I do. And I have 5 readings to do because that's what the dragons gave as Christmas gifts, some of the Christmas gift, as well as some coaching sessions. And I will start those this week. Now, Utopia is a dragon that is very much like the sunshine. She's so bright, you can hardly look at her. She doesn't belong on this earth anymore. She's here, she shines on us, but she never lands again in the quagmire, in the dark night of the soul. She never lands in the mess of it all again. And yes, she wants me to read the last card of the deck. This is all about harmony. This is all about having one foot in each world, and yet just being so, the ultimate body connection is when you are connected with your soul. And this is an altered state. This is a state that I call the sovereign state. And it's, God, you are just so strong, erect, tall, joined. What else am I being shown here? What am I feeling? It's just your shoulders are back, you're regal, you're majestic. There you go. So this is card number 64, and this is card number 8 of Utopia, the dragon that never lands back on earth again. She just shines brightly like the sunshine. So this is from her, and this is for you. You are in the process of creating something very specific. You have the exact steps to take and know what you want, and the intention is true and pure and good for all as you step readily into the altered state of the creation zone. I call this your sovereign state, by the way. It's just when you are majestic. You are already practiced and already adept at experiencing the difference in frequency of what you don't want and to what you want to create. You are capable of focusing on the finer details, using your senses and adding in more details, just like weaving in finer threads, textures, colours, thoughts, and your sensations. You can feel, sense, and imagine your creation being with you right now. Your soul, who is with you in all of your decisions, is known to you intimately and is accessible to you and in your frequency, radiating from you as you transform into your higher frequency state of love and above. So you rise above, consciously merging your 2 worlds, and are consciously activating and synchronizing both of the realms you actively live in, with 1 foot in each world and experiencing being the soul in the body. Any problems that appear from the physical world are being navigated very well and are being seen through the eyes of the soul and experienced by you as the soul. And these issues are no longer able to hold you in their power or hold power over you. Any problems that arise get a shift and a swift makeover that rapidly transforms the perception of one energy shifting, clearing, and experienced as a phase of growth and a powerful new opportunity to create a new experience. When you have a problem, you see it metaphysically, you see it as a sign, you see it as it's just energy passing through you, needing to be let go of. All conflicts and issues from the physical world of form, where energy is dense and operates at lower, slower frequencies, gently fall away when the light of a fresh inner perspective lights up the old habit and the old story for you to let go of. Released from the need of hard work and effort and forcefully pushing through, which are logically mind's only solution to the whole thing, linear thinking and problem solving, only able to use your logic and maybe past experiences, some old strategy and some rigid planning no longer work for you. You can try them as much as you like until the cows come home. They will not work for you anymore. You realize that you live and can successfully operate in both realms equally and effectively. Now you apply creative thinking, imagination, and invite in the non-physical realms to integrate effectively with the physical world. You have the experience of being a soul and a personality, shifting through each situation as it comes up. Operating and integrating in your altered state, you have shifted into your sovereign soul state, feeling centered, neutral, in your safe, supported place, inside your own powerful energy field. Unaffected, uninfluenced by outside frequencies, you have knowledge of each situation via your senses, and intuitively aware of the collective goals and intentions. And you have claimed back your own power. The spell has been broken, and you operate united and connected with your soul. The bridge between your physical and your non-physical world has been activated and has helped you leap into a new level of consciousness. The golden age of integration of both worlds simply passes through the bridge of your mind, and the frequency of light is as energy, carrying information, floods into your pineal, your hypothalamus gland, which are the bridge as it lights up like a runway to receive the light of pure light force energy, full of divine information. A clean and clear path or profound intuition to flow into a magical mind that has mastered the process of integrating logic and imagination equally. You receive higher conscious messages transmitted to your soul self, brought down to the lower, denser frequencies into your language as one operating and consciously experiencing being a soul in a human flesh and bones body. The ultimate body connection allows you to see the utopia realm, and know the operating programs of the enlightened ones, the gurus, the sages, the oracles. You have that ability now. You are lifted off the world as once you knew it and broken through to the other side, where you are clearly seeing and hearing the resonance of vibrations from a wider spectrum and are integrating with all things. Integrate with your house, integrate with your car, integrate with the plants in the garden, integrate with your chickens, your dogs, your children, your partner. You feel it all. You can resonate with all of it and pick up the language before it comes into words. As one sensing, knowing, and feeling your environment, your sensitivity has become your superpower. You receive the vibration of communications from all species and unite in interspecies communication. Beautifully bonded and entwined as one being with a foot in each world, it is easy to operate as a complete, powerful couple, to navigate in flow with your logic and equally with your imagination, with strategy and equally with your creation in play. Ever including and consciously integrating your soul into everyday mundane obligations channeling the non-visible energy and the mystics who are always around you assisting. Now, this is living a practical magic life. In your altered state of being, in your mind and your body, you make things happen that feel like magic. From altering the trajectory of a body behaving badly, and disastrous communication in relationships, and a floundering finances, you have become a wielder of practical magic, in flow, feeling unapologetic, unstoppable, and powerful as you manifest your desires quickly through your sovereign soul state. You need only to wish for your heart's desire, and with an air of fascination, expect the unexpected. And now watch as it comes towards you. You will notice that you're being given directions. You'll see signs that speak to you. You will notice people talking about the solution that you asked for. You will feel drawn to an article that explains the process. You'll open your screen or turn on the radio or computer, and a moment when you receive the information. Are you listening? You will discover the original vibration of the creation of the problem, and you will now get to override that with a new program and a new vibration. Alter your state to match the resonance you are being shown by feeling into the experience from your soul perspective. You are attuned, congruent with your word, your image, energy, frequent state, and your mind is fully receptive. Open, the pineal gland, the hypothalamus, you are fully receptive, receiving life force energy as intuition, now brought down to you as signs to take action on what feels good, so good for you, and so right, all leading you to a world that is working for you and not against you. You have lifted off the world as you once knew it, and again, with every problem solved by creation, you have yet another big thing less to worry about. You can feel euphoric as your life is flowing. Practical magic code as set out by the dragons. That was a really powerful card that only downloaded to me over this Christmas period. And all about you equally standing as a human with a spirit, equally harmonized, integrated, both worlds available to you. You come here to create, but you also have access to so much information. I hope that was helpful. I'm just wishing you such an amazing week, such an amazing new year. How to get started in the new year, do things differently. If you're interested about allowing the life force energy to flow through you more, get more intuitive, then this is something that I will be doing to do with the virtual retreat that I'm doing from the 15th of January, 16th of January actually, which is all about allowing your pineal gland, hypothalamus, your body, your cells to be the receivers of information that you can then go forward and wield as your own practical magic. Have an awesome day. Thank you very much. Let me know how your readings, what they meant to you, what's coming through for you. As I read them, I step into the energy of the dragons. So you will hear what you need to hear as I read those out. Whatever you're going through, bless you. I know that being a human sometimes can challenge, bring things up for us, and the dragons are very provocative in the way that they talk, and I translate that, and I really want you to understand that it's my intention that you can see through that and you can just start taking a hold of what you can create, get to the original vibration of what you created so that we can uncreate it. You need to unlearn it, uncreate it. Like you never taught your body how to get fat. You never taught your body, you never taught yourself to be poor. You never taught yourself to have bad relationships. It's a weird way of looking at things, and this is what Tara meant when she said, look at it from the other's perspective. And there's an awful lot that you can do. No one else is going to fix it for you. Lots and lots of love. Thank you very much for being here.